When we speak about India versus Australia and the Border-Gavaskar trophy, it isn't without its fair share of intense battles, exchanges and encounters, which is what we always remember. Of course, this particular series has had its fair share, and not just on the field, has also been heated exchange. The one that really sparked off and was the highlight so far was what transpired between Indian bowler Mohammad S.J. and, of course, Australian batter who's kept the Indians on their toes, Travis Head. That really snowballed into something more grave and serious, and just when we thought that intensity and those heated exchanges have abated, there is another episode that has erupted, and this a rather unpleasant one. The player in the center of this particular storm is Jasprit Bumrah, former England cricketer and now a commentator in this series. Isa Guha came under fire and seems to have opened a can of worms when she made a comment about Jasprit Bumrah's performance. This is what she said.
Well, he's the MP, isn't he? Most valuable Primate Jasprit Bumrah. He's the one that's going to do all the talking for India, and why so much focus was on him in the build-up to this test match and whether he would be fit.
Yes, Isa Guha is praising Jasprit Bumrah's performance, but the word she used was rather incorrect. The intent was right, and why not? Jasprit Bumrah has been the spark for India in this series. He in fact surpassed another Indian cricketer Kapil Dev's record of the most number of 5-wicket hauls outside Asia. This was his 10th, and it came against a very competitive side like Australia in Australia. So yes, Isa Guha's intent was to praise Jasprit Bumrah, but it came out wrong, and of course it caught all the fans' rage. Everyone came out and criticized this comment. Isa unaneled targeted by fans. She became the subject and the target of all of their rage, and justifiably so. Now the word she used was primate. Now it's not something that we use in this current time. We don't use that word because it alludes to racial undertones, and of course it also opened up a wound that India and Australia had sort of closed and probably almost forgot about. It reopened the famous monkeygate scandal, which erupted in 2008, went down in the chapter of India-Australia rivalry as one of the worst episodes that had to have transpired between the two cricketing giants. Of course it was well chronicled. But just to give you to some of what really happened back then, Andrew Symonds during the match, of course, accused former India bowler and who's also a commentator here in the series, Harbhajan Singh, of having called him a monkey. The episode again generated a lot of heat. There was a lot of media attention, scrutiny. There were a lot of hearings that happened. Many other senior cricketers came and gave their views on the matter. Of course, Harbhajan Singh was suspended initially, but then he was proved innocent and was only docked a 50% match fee. The things moved on from there, of course, even though both countries, the players involved in that, still carried the wounds from that. So this particular word by Isa Guha reopened that entire episode, which is why Isa had to come out and issue an apology.
Yesterday in commentary I used a word that can be interpreted in a number of different ways. Firstly, I'd like to apologize for any offense caused. I only meant the highest praise for one of India's greatest players and someone that I admire greatly as well. I have chosen the wrong word, and for that I am deeply sorry. Thanks for watching this video.